Good morning. Happy fall, y'all. It is fall finally. I'm very excited about that. I love sweatshirts. So I'm hanging out with my coworker, Mr. Goose. So if you hear him chatting, that's why. In my messy kitchen in the background. However, Miss Megan has something super fun planned today to work on multiple things. So we're going to talk about quarter turns again and counting to 4 and why this is so important when we apply it to travel skills. So a little bit of math, a little bit of directional lingo, and let's get going. I'm going to try to make this work for all ages, and you guys can email me if you have any questions. So I have my board here, and we're going to talk about quarter turns. So first step, we need to understand what is a quarter. And I do have some monies here so that we can talk about that. But quarters mean there's 4 pieces to my puzzle. Okay, so if I take one away, that's 1/4 of the square, or 1/4. So I made it very pretty, you know how artsy Miss Megan is. And then learning to count to 4 will help us learn quarter turns, because 4 quarters, an amount of money, is $1. Those are the same. So keep that in mind when we're looking at quarters. So this one's a square example. Okay, this one. You could do this with your student. Just take some paper, some old mail, cut it up, make a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. This also demonstrates quarters. So 1/4 of the circle is a quarter. And so when we take away one piece, that is a quarter of the circle. And you could practice this, and you could use 1/4, 1/4, just to get that concept down. You can work on counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could turn this into a little bit of math. If I take 2 of my quarters, it leaves me with half of a circle. See where I'm going with this? Okay. So now I've moved to our mapping, and I've done something very similar to both the square and the circle, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, now you guys see where I'm going. North, east. I'm gonna have to back it up here. Go a little higher. Excuse me, I'm not a professional filmer making my movies here. North, east, south, and west. Okay, so this becomes very important. Learning quarters, learning how to count to 4 is the starting point for learning how to do quarters. I could even take this away and say, oh, let's see what the circles look like. There's 1/4, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, and 4 quarters. So even though our kids are learning cardinal directions and how to turn towards a cardinal direction, if I'm facing north and I want to turn east, I'm going to turn right. If I'm facing north and I want to turn west, I'm going to turn left. And so we're going to start using words like, I'm facing north. Take a quarter turn to the right. Which direction are you facing? And see if our students can do that. Okay, I have a special guest to demonstrate what I want you guys to practice. This is Hey Hey, and Hey Hey has a little bit of a visual impairment, I think, but we're going to focus on his feet. So you can take your student and you can put tape on the ground. See, my dog doesn't like Hey Hey so much. And point toes to the north. Then we're going to quarter turn to the right. Oh, Hey Hey's toes are pointing to the east. If I take another quarter turn to the right, oh, he's facing south. One more quarter turn. Now we're going west when we turned right Last turn to the right, we are back where we started at north, quarter turns. So quarter turns to the right, quarter turns to the left. Be cool like hey, hey, and practice your quarter turns. Thanks, guys.